DJ General Mills.
HBO Max, which is a premium HBO, which is a premium station already. HBO is a premium service on TV. And then there's HBO Max, which is a premium subscription service to the premium service of TV. It's weird. So pardon me if I don't got all the words down, but HBO Max, right? HBO Max is doing a reunion for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I am very excited about that. Why? Because Will Smith put out a photo yesterday and it shows all of the members of the show, right? Great. I'm so excited that it's all the members of the show. He specifically put out the next photo with him and the original Aunt Viv. And that crushed Twitter. Twitter was in an uproar. Twitter was going crazy. And I was losing it. Now, if you don't know anything about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air came out, they said 30 years ago, back in 1990. It was one of the biggest shows on TV. It was on NBC. It was produced by Quincy Jones, the legendary Quincy Jones. It starred Will Smith, who was just a rapper. And it put everybody on a different pedestal. It was the biggest show on NBC. It was the biggest show on, when they stopped the show, when the show was running, they were still number one in the ratings. Like, Will Smith wasn't this big movie star at the time when it started. By the time that he was done, he was the biggest movie star. So the show to end on top is crazy. This is the original Aunt Viv. She was the first Aunt Viv for the first 4 seasons. And then they go down to this lady in the blue next to Will. I think her name is Maxwell Reed. Don't quote me on that. But she becomes the second Aunt Viv. The issue becomes that the first Aunt Viv felt as if she was not being represented properly. She wanted more money. She didn't like the fact that Will Smith was this big hip hop star and he had all these hip hop honeys all over the place. Those were her words. And she didn't like that. She said it felt like it was a rap set. And she is a famed actress who took acting very seriously, and she was great at it. One of my favorite episodes is with her doing the dance tryouts. I think that's probably one of everybody's favorite episodes, where she does the dance tryouts. They told her that she was too old, and she goes in there and she kills it. She kills it. Just growing up, Fresh Prince was everything. Later on in life, I saw why people thought it was a little corny or whatever, but growing up, Fresh Prince was everything. So to see this was amazing. It was a top 5 trending topic, because if you know the history of this show, you know what they went through. You know how much the original Aunt Viv, I think her name is Janet Hubert. You know how much she truthfully was just at their neck. She hated them for years. I read a report today that said that it was up until recently, 2017, 2018, she was constantly knocking them in their throats about things that she was, that she wanted, that she hated. When they boycotted the Oscars, she was at their throats. When Alfonso Ribeiro was named for Dancing with the Stars, she was at their throats. When they did the first reunion, where it was everybody except for her, she was at their throats. She helped make the show. Like, that first 4 years, she helped make the show. She always had a great storyline every episode. She was always the one that made you feel stronger. So when they recast her, and they recast her with who they say the quote-unquote light-skinned Aunt Viv, that was an issue. That was an issue for a lot of people. The crazy thing was, if you watch that episode, on that episode, they talk about how, nobody noticed except for Jazz, which was the funniest thing in the world, right? Salute to DJ Jazzy Jeff. He was the only person that noticed on the show. He looked around, he said, is that, and Will was like, yeah, just don't worry about it. And that was supposed to be the play on they replaced her. I didn't like that. I thought that was corny, you know, but I get that was the 90s. That was a 90s way of thinking, you know, whatever. So I'm very excited to see how this transpires. Like, whenever they do this, I'm definitely going to watch it on HBO Max.
DJ General Mills.